Welcome to The Debate. The collapse of the Chinese real estate sector is not a crisis, it is a bug report. The global operating system, the one based on infinite growth, has finally hit a physical wall, and what we are witnessing is a rational error processing. The system is trying to debug itself.
Okay, but you're turning a foreign news cycle into this grand existential threat. For most of us, this is really just a spectator sport. We watch the charts turn red, we see the footage of, towers being demolished, and honestly, the feeling is just, I'm glad that's not my seat. It feels like a distant failure. It doesn't affect us directly.
But there are no spectator seats. That is a fundamental cognitive error. The bug you think is distant is already exporting deflation right to your doorstep. To mask their own domestic stagnation, that economy is, it's dumping its excess inventory, EVs, steel, solar panels, onto the global market at rock-bottom prices. This converts those foreign fires into domestic burns. You're not watching a movie. You're breathing the fumes.
But if we just strip away all the doom-laden language for a second, isn't this just the market working? I mean, if they want to subsidize our consumption by selling us high-tech goods at a loss, the consumer wins, right? We get affordable technology, they take the financial hit. That isn't a bug, that's consumer surplus.
It is a short-term sugar rush that kills the host. You are celebrating the destruction of local wages, of manufacturing capacity, and calling it a discount. And this logic, this overproduction, it isn't just limited to steel. The entire media landscape covering this collapse is engaged in the exact same scorched earth agriculture.
You're pivoting to the media coverage now? How is that related?
It's the same mechanism. Just as they built empty cities, creators are mass-producing collapse porn, repetitive, shallow content, all screaming about the end of the world solely for algorithmic extraction. They are building these empty structures of noise just to flip them for ad revenue. It's creating an information ghost town.
I think you're being way too cynical. People are stressed. The world is volatile. Short-form content, TikToks, Reels, these quick explainers, they provide necessary stress relief. It's not empty noise. It's a valid utility. It's escapism. You can't demonize people for wanting a little distraction.
That is not distraction. That is illegal fainting. When you engage in that scrolling, you enter an idling state where you function merely as a biocomponent for the application. You are the engine running in the driveway, burning fuel but going absolutely nowhere.
A biocomponent? That is absurdly dehumanizing. People enjoy the content, it's entertainment.
No, they don't enjoy the content. They enjoy the variable reward schedule. It is a brain hack. The unpredictability, not knowing if the next swipe offers a gem or just trash, that hacks the brain's error-checking systems. You are staring at a glowing plate, fixing your retina to a screen, while your higher functions just suspend. It is a temporary death.
That is a massive oversimplification of the attention economy. There are real communities there, real profits being made. It's a marketplace. You can't just dismiss an entire sector of the economy because it operates on engagement.
I dismiss it because that profit is stealing scrap metal from a sinking ship. It enriches the individual wallet, sure, but it accelerates the sinking of the social vessel. It consumes our most vital resource, human cognition, and converts it into heat waste. We are slaves to low-quality capitalism, celebrating the extraction of our own focus as if it were productivity.
But we like the comfort. We want the cheap goods from the trade imbalance, and we want the easy entertainment from the algorithms. You are asking us to abandon the current way of life for something cold and austere. People are clinging to the status quo because the alternative looks like poverty.
Clinging to the status quo was the sunk cost fallacy on a civilizational scale. The growth equals success operating system has blue-screened. There is no rebooting it. The model of infinite accumulation is physically impossible to sustain.
So what, we just stop growing? That sounds like the end of prosperity.
It is the start of reality. The only rational investment for survival now is a transition to circular capitalism, using resources for system maintenance and repair, not for accumulation. The era of expansion is over. The era of maintenance is the only future that exists.